Okay.
Yum, 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 yum.
Uh, so last time, you let Mary in on the situation after he somehow regained control back over his body. And all of you are rightfully upset about everything that's going on around you and the fact that you do not have your original names. You have not tested if you can leave though. Like I don't know if you'd want to leave without your names, but that's the thing. You only have Dace's word to go off of. And he can't say much. So you went to look for Margaret. uh, and she was not at the with the horses with the cart. So you started looking around, seeing if you could find anything. You managed to find a library from where Tabitha took a few books, and then managed to find the kitchen where food was being made by like a very big amount of food was being made. And what's the thing? Right, that's when Mary came back to himself. You all explained the situation, made a plan to probably beat up whoever the lord is of this place. Probably burn down the palace afterwards. I'm not sure if that was a joke or if it's true, and I'm taking it as part of your plans.
We shall see.
We shall see if it gets to that point.
Indeed.
Then you started. You went exploring some more, found a locked room, sort of teleported slash transformed into a small enough bug to fit through the keyhole, and went inside and found this sort of throne room slash maybe ballroom, with a lot of decorations, though it is not in use at the moment, of course. And then promptly started to destroy it after inspecting it. And you caused such a ruckus that a man showed up, a very quiet man, just silently judging you. And you proceeded to keep breaking stuff in front of him and also play with his dog, Cinnamon. And then I suppose Tabitha thought of something, and said, "Okay, yeah, let's go, let's leave." Um, yeah, because you came up with your new plan. So you went back to your rooms, destroyed it for a third time, I believe. I can't wait for that count to go up.
Oh, yep.
And then you said, "This is perfect. This man doesn't speak. I'm gonna transform like him, or like disguise myself as him, and Cherry can transform into a dog." Um, and I don't know what your plan with Mary is at that point. Um, but yes, that is your plan for now. So that's where we are. We are in your room, Tabitha, which has
Yep.
been destroyed again. There's not much to destroy though. Like we said, it's like very minimalistic,
Oh
very
yeah, I guess not
accommodated for you.
minimalistic, just kind of bare.
Yeah. So as there's not much stuff, there's also not much to destroy, but the stuff that was there, you broke. Um, or at least just threw around. So, you are now, I believe right now you are transformed uh
Yes. Yeah,
Pethor.
that's the last thing I did. I like
Yeah.
this guy's self.
You have not
Uh,
had any long rests. I hope you have been keeping track of how many spell slots you
I do, but because
wasted.
I can
Uh-huh.
ritual cast stuff, I don't use many spell
Right.
slots.
Wonderful.
So I get to keep going. This guy's
Yeah.
self is not a ritual spell though. I have two
Mhm.
spells that aren't ritual spell. So I've used two
Yeah,
spells
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Also, the first thing she's gonna do is drop the disguise self.
Immediately. Okay.
Yep. And she's gonna just like throw herself on the bed and then just say like, "No, this is stupid."
She gives up immediately on the plan. Okay, great. Good to know. Awesome.
What was your idea?
We just like walk around as them, but how are we gonna get anywhere with that?
Well, I don't know. You said you had an idea.
Yeah, but I thought about it,
All right.
and it's not a good idea.
Then what should we do then?
She just like stuffs her face into the pillows, so like when she talks, she talks really like
Mhm.
muffled. And she just goes, "I don't know."
Um,
Well,
Cherry, I
we
will say, sorry, like before you continue, I will say you remember like um you have this sort of backup plan that if you're talking with whoever the Lord is doesn't work, you go back 2 days and speak to him again. That was like what
Mhm.
he instructed. So you have that backup plan that I'm not sure you shared. Um, but yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, but we haven't
Yeah, you haven't even
we
found
haven't
the
talked
Lord
to
yet.
the Lord yet.
Yes. Um, Clementine, but what time is it? Is it like late enough to be tired? Do you
Mm,
reckon?
it's late enough for you probably to be tired of running around this maze-like place, but not late enough for the sun to be gone yet. So
Eh,
it's probably about 6, almost 7, maybe. It's like,
good enough.
yeah.
She will say, "I'm very tired."
I am going to Mimir. Me.
Well, maybe you should rest now, and we can try to find the Lord later.
She's just like silent. Maybe she's fallen asleep
She did.
already. Maybe she hasn't.
She's completely dead. You should poke her with a stick. No, I'm kidding.
Do it.
No. Um, dang, I
See what
was ready for you to go on with your plan. If you have a
No,
decent plan.
because I thought about it and I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
actually, how far would that get us? Like
Okay, I
logically,
will say that you do right now, like by walking around as you, people know you're guests. You
yeah.
don't blend in.
But I wouldn't be able to like ask anything because that would be kind of out of character from what I've seen as that guy. And I'm
Mm,
I'm going based off of what Clementine has seen and experienced of that man.
right.
I don't know enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. But what have you got to lose? You've already lost your name.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fine.
Quite a bit still.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she will fall asleep probably.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the other two are just in there.
Yeah, at that point, jŌRuri would probably leave as well. Like, okay, and then just like goes out and does the same thing as he did last time, which is sleep on outside
Does he
on the
have a
floor.
room?
Yeah, he probably has a room, but
Oh, dude.
this is him, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's probably gonna like keep watch, but not really. He's gonna be outside. basically.
He's
So
gonna keep watch with his eyes closed.
you're not sure if his eyes are closed or not. That's the thing. So he's like sitting up, just like sitting against a wall. But since he's got
I
his
would say
mask,
he's sitting
yes.
down, but
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. I was thinking because it's like when you're laying down, it's sitting up, and when you're standing, it's sitting down. I guess is the difference. Yeah, I was picturing it like whatever. Uh, English. But yeah, you could sleep, or not sleep, but do your thing, Cherry, in this room, as well. But it's a mess of a room, and the bed is also a mess right now, and your sister's on it. Or you could go back to your own room.
I don't know. Is it like late at night?
No, it's not.
Because
It's like
yeah,
Sometimes just exhausted.
yeah, barely 7. You could go around and like take a walk around, or do some more
yeah,
exploring on your
that's
own
what
if
I was
you
gonna say.
like. Yeah.
Is
So,
it fair to say when I rest, I get a long rest, or
um,
just so I can
if you're
recharge my stuff if
gonna
I do?
if you're gonna sleep, and be out of commission for the rest of this day, then yes.
Yes.
All right.
At least, yeah, she'll
Mhm.
probably wake up at like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah. So,
But yeah. Okay.
yeah, like 4 or 5. Yeah. It's terrible. Terrible sleeping patterns. Anyways. Uh, no, it's fine. Um, so where would you like to go, Cherry? Or
Look,
what kind? Not even like you're not sure what's in this place aside from what you've seen, but if there's some place that you imagine could be there, you just let me know, or like something that you're looking for.
somebody once told me.
The world is
I just
down.
wanna look around and ask people where the Lord is.
Mhm.
If that
Uh,
works, oh my god, I'll be so mad. If
okay.
just asking people works, I'll be so mad.
You've been so distrustful so far, so I don't know.
Just like, oh. Then he goes up to someone, "Where's the Lord?" And they're like, "Oh, he's just over there."
Uh-huh. No.
Okay.
That would be funny. Okay, so you like walk around, and after being lost uh in the hallways for a little while, you come out again to these huge gardens. Um, and you find some people just like sitting down on the grass, and some are playing, some are just like resting, some are just chatting. And you come up to some of them and ask like, ha- I don't know, have you seen the Lord? Is that what you're asking? Or like where he is?
Yeah, where can I find the Lord?
Um, yeah, most of them at the gardens would tell you like they have no clue. Um, that like what's the thing? That usually they don't know, they just run into him sometimes. Um, he's not like easy to find in a way, at least not for them. Um,
Uh-huh.
but they say like he could be around the gardens maybe, because the gardens are huge, or he could be with. They tell you a name. They tell you like he could be with Emil, um, like checking up on people, or
Mhm.
he could be by himself somewhere as usual. So like they're not very helpful, at least not the people in the gardens.
Then she will start asking for a meal.
Okay. Roll in. You know what?
What?
Roll investigation.
Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Girl. Girl.
Well,
Well, um, so, okay. People do, like, know where, um, Emil might be. They tell you he's probably, like, at the sort of infirmary kind of thing. Um, it's not, I don't know how to say it. It's sort of an infirmary. Um, and you're like, where's that? And people point you in like a general direction, and then you get lost on in the hallways. Um, you find some other places. Um, just like you get lost on the way, and like someone points you in another direction, and then like you go that way, and just it keeps happening. You can't seem to find your way around the place. And since people seem like to be busy to guide you directly, like you just go by yourself. um you probably find your way back to the kitchen, um where they're making, like, before it was sort of like whole meals that they were making. Now they seem to be baking stuff, like pastries and cakes and cupcakes, and just a lot of little things, a lot of stuff with fruits. um and like, no, they like invite you if you wanna like try some of them, but like not all of it, of course. um but they generally don't mind you being there.
she would do her best not to try any cupcakes.
But she will try the whole cakes. No,
No,
I'm kidding.
no, no.
No, that's fine. um but yeah, you like spend a few hours going around. I will say you will have more luck uh on navigating the hallways next time, now that you like have spent a lot of time by yourself exploring them. Um but yeah, that's what you get from that uh branch of investigation in this case.
Mhm.
Is there anywhere else that you'd like to try to look for?
I'm not trying to get to a place, I'm trying to get to a person, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like harder.
Well, that's all I
Just
can
take a
do, I
look.
guess.
Yeah, that's all you can do for now. You get back to the gardens, and like you can, from there you can get back to your room more easily. You like explored another like whole area of the palace basically, in
Uh-huh.
search of this uh Emil, and in search of the Lord.
And the infirmary.
Yeah. Had you gotten like just a little bit higher, you probably could have found at least the infirmary, but that's just too bad.
Well, yeah.
That's just a sad little one. Um, but yeah, whoops. Uh, the day starts to come to an end. The sun goes down, the sky darkens, and the whole place uh like sort of lights up a bit, as just lamps start uh being turned on and lit up, um so that it's not so dark and spooky. um it's just very nice warm lighting. the place.
Mm-hmm.
So you get back to your room with no problem.
All right.
You
I guess I will have to wait for my sister to awake.
Yeah. You wanna try
I
contacting your friend? Or not for now?
Maybe not yet.
Okay. That's alright. I'm just asking because now you gotta do checks at like when you're trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So like just to be clear. So morning comes around. Or maybe maybe for Tabitha it's not morning, it's like um just so early that it's not light out yet.
still morning. It'll probably be like
Yeah, yeah,
4 a.m.
yeah. I don't know if there's like another name for it in English, because at least in
No,
Spanish it's different.
I don't think so. It's just like early morning.
Yeah, early morning then.
So that's 4 times now, yeah?
For what?
4 times she's smashing up her room. So I'm assuming it's back to.
No, it's not back to being clean,
Okay.
because you've stayed there.
I thought it was magic.
No.
Well,
Yes, but no.
Okay.
Someone has to clean it up.
She looks mildly happy that it's not clean.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so it's just 3 times for now. Uh,
Is there a window in our room?
in your room, yeah, there is a window to like just sky.
Can I smash it?
No. um, you try to smash it and it doesn't smash. It like bounces off. Like whatever you hit it
Okay.
with just sort of has an extra bounciness to it.
It's magic. It's
Yeah,
magic.
for this one. Yeah.
It's just magic.
Mhm.
That's the answer to like a question of something you haven't like thought of that the player's like, oh, can I do this? And it completely breaks it. You're like, no, because it's magic.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, she'll wake up and step outside to see if Mary's still there or not.
He's not.
Okay,
He
she's
gone.
not surprised.
Yeah.
She just like sighs. I guess,
They're going
uh,
missing.
uh,
All of them are going missing. Yeah, but you go to your sister's room and she's there.
is she awake or out of
Um,
trance or?
yeah, she's awake.
probably. Yeah, because she doesn't need to sleep much.
She
You
doesn't need
still
to
need to.
sleep.
You
Yeah.
still need to like trance for 4 hours, right? I
Yeah.
can't remember if elves do that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, she will just like stroll in. Um, what does Cherry's room look like?
Um, like the closest. It's like a little bit like her room back at home, but not exactly. But it's decorated in such a way that would remind you of that.
Every chance she gets, she's gonna try knocking something over and making it look like an accident.
You're gonna destroy your sister's room.
Yep.
Okay.
She's gonna like make it look like she accidentally like kicked like a table leg, but
Uh-huh.
she did it completely on purpose.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You
What?
knock
Are you
over
still upset?
stuff.
She's still tired, so she just goes, mm,
Well, do you wanna try to find him now?
I have a plan.
What?
Another plan.
I have a plan.
Which plan?
She pulls out her dagger and goes,
Murder.
I'm gonna steal some ankles.
Some what?
Ankles.
Ankles.
For
That's
what?
convenient.
I'll give their ankles back when they give me my name back.
I don't know if you can do that.
She's like extremely like tired and she's like, I could try.
You could try what?
Maybe we can try that before we speak to the Lord.
She puts her knife away and just goes, maybe.
So what are
Well,
you doing?
she gets up and says, I've tried to find him for a while, but I got lost. So maybe we'll have a better luck together.
Um, she goes, she just goes, maybe.
I guess. Sure, so what are you doing?
Shall we go?
Yes. She like gestures for Cherry to go first. Is there a
Chill.
mirror in Ellie or Cherry's room?
Would there be a mirror in your room, Cherry?
Probably.
Then yeah, there's a mirror.
Um,
Like a vanity.
she'll walk up to the mirror. She's gonna do you know the thing in cartoons where like characters shake their head and their hair just like falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
She'll do something like that, but I say into place. There's a very specific hairstyle she has, which is still just quite a big mess,
Uh-huh.
but it's specific.
Intentionally messy.
Yes, an organized mess.
Uh-huh. Organized chaos.
And she'll just like slap herself in the face a couple times and then walk out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna smash it. I was so ready to just say, yeah, you
She
smash it
she,
and
she
no
looks at
problem.
it, and then she looks at her sister at the door. She just goes, "Fine," and just leaves. She doesn't
Okay,
smash it.
wonderful. Um, so yeah, are you looking then for the infirmary again? Cherry?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, if you want to look for something else, you can.
I want to look for any door that looks interesting and different from the doors with the rooms in.
Uh-huh.
That's what Clementine, sorry, Dr. Orange is looking for. I'm going to
Sure,
use
sure,
that
sure.
now.
That's fine. Yeah, you managed to find another door. And it's not locked like the last one was. And it seems to be like a music room, and there's people already inside. Like there's a lot of instruments available, and those little music sheet stands, and some tables with pen, paper, and a lot of other things.
He opens the door, does a 360, walks back out.
there's there's people. Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just like, that's not my scene.
But yeah, there's some pleasant and soft music coming from inside. But yeah, you leave. You're
I
just.
mean,
Mhm.
if Cherry wants to go in there, go for it. It's just Clementine's just like, that's definitely not my scene.
Uh-huh. Would you like to explore this little
Maybe
music room or later?
maybe she'll look inside and say, is Emil here?
Um, you look around inside and some people look over. Um, some shake their head no. But you recognize one of the people there. Um, that you ran into uh yesterday, I guess for you. Whoops. I keep dropping my dice because I can't stop playing with them. Uh, and it's the satyr that was looking for the dryad that brought you here was looking for Tristna. But aside from that, there's no more familiar faces.
I guess she will wave at him.
Sure thing. When you wave at him and he notices, he immediately like springs up from the chair that he was sitting at, leaves his instrument like on the chair and like trots over.
Have you know, every second he trots over, Clementine's just going like, no, 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 no.
Her ears flatten and it's like, no.
Yeah,
Why?
she just kind of like hides around the corner. Nope.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like, do you literally hide?
She will. She just like gets out of sight.
Uh-huh. But yeah, he comes over and he's like, "Hey, what's up?"
So
Hi.
we were just looking for someone.
Yeah, who are you looking for?
Well, at first I was looking for the Lord, and apparently no one knew where he was.
Oh yeah,
But some
he's
people told me that he could be with Emil, and now I'm looking for Emil.
right at the infirmary, or maybe like the church or something.
Yes, that's the thing. I was looking also for the infirmary because they told me he will be there, but I got lost.
Right. Okay. I can take you there.
Really?
Yeah, it's easy to get there.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I'm,
laughing.
I'm laughing because while
It's
they walk there,
painful.
Clementine's just gonna be like 20 feet behind them, hiding.
I love it. Yeah. So he like um starts leading you through the hallways and he's like, "So you got here yesterday?" Like I saw you
Um,
yesterday, but I'm not sure if you got here earlier or not.
um, yes, I think.
Yeah. Well, welcome. I hope you've been enjoying the place. It's pretty nice. It's got lots of food, lots of comfy spaces and stuff. Lots of people to chat to with.
I mean, it's a nice place, but we we actually have a problem to solve, so we haven't been able to enjoy ourselves.
Oh, well, you can relax now. Like the problem is probably not really that big anymore now that you're here. Is it?
Well, actually, yes,
Yeah.
because we have lost something and we need it back, and we have to keep our travel as soon as possible.
Where do you gotta go?
Well, very far away because we are actually looking for the goddess.
And he like his eyes widen like what? um, and he's like, really? Why? Why would you do that? I thought that wasn't a thing.
Because,
Like you can't just go look for her.
well, because um we might have mm, the world might be ending soon.
Ending. And he looks like genuinely confused at that.
I mean, not exactly, but it it stopped moving, so
I think you've lost me.
well, you see, apparently our world spins,
Right?
and it has stopped, so it has caused another world to fall. on ours.
Wait, so you're telling me what? And he like shakes his head and is like, that makes very little sense, especially because if the world stopped, wouldn't the day stop as well?
Thought it too, but apparently that's not just how it works.
That's real weird. And how do you know that? Where's the how is this other world falling on ours? Is that
Sure how, but from the sky.
from the sky? I mean, makes
Yeah,
sense. If they're falling, it's probably from
there.
somewhere high up. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has been falling very close to the city where I live, and the water has been rising, and there's a lot of sand, and people's lives has grown to very hard around there, and we have a lot of people who are homeless now, and that's why we are traveling to get help.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot, but I haven't heard news of any of this. If it's such a big thing, you'd
Oh,
think like we'd be able to see some of that or hear news.
well, I don't know. Perhaps people has been very busy trying to help people inside the city, and we haven't had time to go tell others.
Right. Well, that sounds like a lot. Aren't there like are you sure that the hmm you know what? It's fine. And like he looks like a bit worried about like your whole deal. Um he's trying to like uh sort of get it off his mind. Um so anyway, yeah, where were we going? And he's just like been walking and you've been following. Um
The infirmary.
right. Yeah, this way.
Um,
And he
I
like
have
mhm.
been so reserved. There are so many
Yeah.
times I want to come and have to run up and be like, "Your ankles, I'll take them."
I mean, if you want.
Nope, nope, because that's out of character. She's patient.
Yeah. She's
She's
hella
Nope,
patient,
patient.
I swear.
I'm not patient.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, so it takes like a little more time to keep going. You again have to cross through the gardens to get to like some other part. Um, and he says, "Is it your friend that's following us?" Like without turning around, he just like keeps going forward. Um,
She looks behind to see what he's talking about.
uh,
You probably most definitely see Clementine. She like just goes like, yeah, like holds a finger up to her lips.
Oh, she's my sister.
oh, oh, your sister. You don't look very alike, but I guess it's fine. I wouldn't have
She'll catch
guessed.
up to them at
Hmm.
that point.
Oh yeah, she looks a lot like she looks a lot more like her father.
Ah, yeah, that could be it. Um, well, it's good to have you both here. I don't know if you've heard that there will be like a ball probably one of these days. Um,
Oh yes, I
yeah,
think I've heard.
that usually only happens when we have guests, so that's gonna be fun. I hope you can enjoy it as well. And
Oh really?
mhm. Yeah, it's just like on special occasions, I guess. We used to have them more often, but I guess not many people come around anymore. I don't know. And he's like, we're here, and he shows you another set of double doors. It seems like everywhere that's like a bigger
Another set
place.
of Dumbledores.
No,
Dumbledore. That's going in my notes.
stop.
Let's ask
uh,
him whether if he put our names into the goblet of fire.
he's gonna ask calmly. Um, I'm sorry.
That scene.
That's
That's,
the only.
oh,
That's one of the only memes I know.
it's good.
Yeah. So he like he sort of knocks, but then just like opens the door. And
Oh, parent style.
what?
That's what my mum used to do. She'd knock, and then like I wouldn't even get a chance to answer. She'd just
Uh-huh.
walk in. Oh,
Oops. Yeah, but he like opens the door and oops, I'm knocking my microphone. Um, and you see a lot of beds on like a line. I don't know, like against the wall on a line, one after the other, with some people resting on those beds, and some others like taking care of them, um, and uh, a a man that's sort of what's the thing, um, who is like sorry, who has like soft and round features, with hair like very orange and fiery, but that looks like to be the texture maybe of moss, um, and who has like yellow flower petals like right below his eyes. He comes up to the door, uh, and says, "Hi, hello, Darialis. Um, what how can I help you?" And Darialis is just like, "Oh well, you see, our guests were looking for the infirmary. I'm not. Are you?" And he like turns to you. Wait, are you hurt? I should have thought of that sooner.
No, no,
Could have hurried over.
she
Um,
gets out a knife and stabs herself. No,
I'm not hurt. I'm just
girl.
looking for someone.
Are you hurt? No, but you are.
yeah, that's what.
But now you are.
That's what Tabitha wants to do so badly. Um, but I'm sorry. Uh, but he says, right, why did you wanna? I mean, it's fine. Yeah, you're here. This is Emil, and like, um, this man, um, who, you'd probably think to be an eladrin, because of his features. Very dark skinned. Um, you'd probably guess either autumn or summer, but you wouldn't. You're not like too sure. Um,
Mhm.
he sort of gives you a small bow, um, and says, "Yeah, what can I help you with?"
Well, I was wondering if you have seen the Lord.
Yes, I have. Saw him yesterday.
Where where can I find him?
He's not very easy to find.
Well, I
Wait,
figured.
no.
But I was wondering if you could help me find him since you have seen him.
Well, you're welcome to stay here if you'd like. Um, and wait for him. I did tell him we were running out of oil yesterday, but it was sort of late, so he may come back with it today. Uh, that is, it's important that we don't run out of it here. Uh, you're
I'll
welcome to
just
stay in case he comes back again. Though he may send someone with the oil.
you can't just
Well,
like
maybe.
barge through everyone and walk in.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, you can.
Interrupt. Just walk straight in past everyone.
Uh-huh.
Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, so like you barge in, uh, and you see like the people on the beds that are resting seem to be like mostly older looking people. Most of the fairies uh and dryads and satyrs and eladrin and all of that stuff are like that you've seen around, especially in the gardens, seem to be like pretty young looking. Um,
Mhm.
and the people in here, um, you're not sure if they look like to be. You wouldn't recognize their sickness just by looking at them. They just look very tired. And like they're resting. And they're just being taken care of right now. But there's like at the end of the room, there's this sort of uh, stained glass. Um, this little stained glass that like same as with the throne room that the uh, wings on the throne seem to be stained glass. This also seems uh, to be the same material, though um, this seems to have some sort of vague image of someone, but it's kind of hard to get the what the picture is representing. It
Mhm.
looks vaguely humanoid. Um,
Mhm.
and there's so many like colors and stuff that it's just hard to recognize. But yeah, you find a chair beside one of the beds that's like empty. If you'd like to sit down or if you'd like to look for something, I don't know what
I
you're doing
have a
so far.
plan, but I
Uh-huh.
want you to get to Cherry's conversation first. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
to wait, I guess.
So you'll be like waiting here inside?
Mm-hmm.
Um so yeah, like there's some chairs like for that are like brought for you. Because the ones besides the beds are for the people taking care of those on them. Uh, and uh, Emil seems to like uh, be doing his thing, but also like staying kind of close to you in case like you need anything.
Close to Nelly or me.
To both of you, I don't know if you two would be together or if you would
Oh,
like to go off on your own.
Tabitha is just kind of wandering around.
Hmm.
She has something she's doing, but I can get into that in a second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, unless I think Cherry's just gonna wait for now, right?
Mm.
So yeah, you can wait. You can make conversation with some of the people in there if like you'd like, or you can like keep to yourself. But most of the people here are very friendly and like love to chat. Especially like can see it very plainly that uh a lot of people that like come to take care of someone, those two start chatting a lot. Um, especially like the sort of sick looking people um seem to be like very happy to chat and make a conversation and all that sort of stuff. um so Tabitha, what would you like to do? What are you looking for?
Um, she actually ever since she's entered this room, her like kind of like expression and like has kind of softened a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
her like like her guards dropped just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because seeing people kind of like in need or in like infirmary beds kind of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
makes her feel a little bit more like, oh, I can help here. So what she's actually doing is she's going around, um, seeing if anyone needs a hand.
Um, yeah, you like someone starts trying to like sit up and is having like trouble and the other like the caretakers seem to be like busy with other people. So this person is just like struggling by herself.
I'll go and help.
Hmm. Um, and you like help her sit up on the bed, and she's like, "Thank you, dearie. Oh, I
Is
haven't seen you around."
she doesn't talk,
Hmm.
she's silent. Uh, is there like a little table with any like doctor's tools or any kind of tools on it at all near this person?
There is like a sort of a nightstand sort of
Hmm.
thing with things inside, but they're more like uh, medicinal herbs and uh, a lot of like just natural ingredients for stuff and no very little in terms of tools,
Okay.
you know.
She will just kind of like bow her head at the lady and walk off,
Okay, that's
trying
fine.
to find some tools.
Hmm. What kind of tool are you looking for? Do you have
Literally
something in mind?
anything.
Um,
Just any kind of um tool, I guess, pair of scissors, um,
mhm.
bandages of any kind, just
Yeah,
kind of
that kind of
things.
stuff you manage to find. It's further away from the people. There's like cabinets with stuff. Um,
I want to
though you
bag
do
it.
know that someone is like keeping an eye on you. You can feel eyes on you.
Okay. I'm gonna just take it and put it in my bag.
You're okay. So you're just like gonna take it away, take it
Mhm.
with you. Um, like you take this stuff. You take like the bandages, the scissors, or just the scissors. Do you just want the tools?
The bandages as well.
Uh-huh. You take these things and you put them in your bag and you turn around and like come face to face with Emil, who's like, "Is there something I can help you with?"
No, she'll attempt
And
to walk past
uh-huh.
him.
He like takes a step back and like ends up in front of you again, and he's like, "Those are for the people that are sick here. If you want, we can give you some spare stuff, but I I would prefer if you at least left the scissors here."
She goes, "I'll leave them when I get back. What's ours?" And she'll again try and walk past them.
Hmm. You manage to walk past him, but not shake him off.
Hmm.
And he's like, "What are you looking to find?"
She ignores. Doesn't say anything.
Hmm. "Maybe I can help."
Doesn't say anything, just walking straight up to her sister.
Hmm. Mm, okay, there's no problem. Um, Cherry, would you have like if someone started a conversation with you, would you have kept it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so you're like chatting up with a a sort of older man um that's on one of the what's the thing on one of the beds um who's telling you about some like event that happened years ago where he's saying there were like um there there was like a lot of rainbows and a a sort of game in the air, and you're not sure what he's going on about, but he's like trying to describe it to the best of his ability. Um, and just like how he like played in that and lost, but it was so much fun that he like didn't really care. And that's like what you walk in on Tabitha, with Emil a few paces away.
She doesn't say anything because they're
Mhm.
talking, obviously. So she's just kind of like stands there for a bit.
Mhm. So the old man continues, and he says, and after that, we had the biggest banquet I have ever tasted. And I ate so much that day and the next day and the next that I did not eat for the rest of the week. I'm not sure if that was healthy, but it was very worth it at the time. And he like chuckles to himself, and then like turns back to you, Cherry, and says, "Have you had something like that? Have you had any parties or balls you've gone to?"
Well, I've been in some celebrations, yes, but not in many big events like that.
They don't hold
I'm
big
actually
events
very
in your city.
I- well. There are some, but I'm usually at home. I don't. I I didn't go out a lot, so
Mm.
well, I do enjoy it, but I haven't been in many.
Well, from what I've heard, there's gonna be a ball again, so I hope you get to enjoy that this time. I hope I get to enjoy it too if I can get out of this bed. Um, and like as that conversation is going, um, through the door, it's like knocked on again and promptly opened without waiting for someone to open it. It seems that it's just like a thing they probably do here. Um, and in comes Cinnamon, um, bringing a little like uh, basket on her mouth, holding it by the handle. And she like comes up to Emil and sits down. And Emil takes the basket from her and opens it up, and he's like, "Thank you, Cinnamon. This is what we were waiting for." And he gives her like a little scratch behind the ear, and she wags her tail and then gets up and leaves through the door again. And Emil turns um to one of these like counters. I've forgotten.
What?
To like Emil turns to a
People.
counter to
Oh,
like
like a little
set down.
stand.
Yeah, yeah, like a little stand. Because I was thinking of those where you like also um put that also have stuff to put in. Gosh
Hmm.
dang it. Words.
Like a drawer.
Vocabulary? None. Yeah, like drawers and stuff. And I wasn't sure if counters have that as well.
Sure.
Um,
If you want them to, it's your wealth.
no, because that's not the word.
It's your wealth. They can be like that.
Yeah, shut up.
It can be whatever you want.
No, I want to know words, and I don't know words. That's the thing. It's fine. So he just like turns to a counter and sets the basket down and starts taking out uh these uh like bottles that were inside. Um, and
I want one.
you want one?
Yeah.
You can walk up and ask for one, yeah.
No.
You want to steal it, you want to be evil.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Um,
But I'll wait for him to finish
yeah,
fiddling with them.
he sets them off, and all of the caretakers come over to this sort of table slash counter slash whatever it is, somewhere where he put it. Um, English is whatever, and they like start taking these bottles, um, and they sit down beside their like patients, and they like stay sitting with their eyes closed and their hands on these bottles for a little while. And um you can, since both of you are like familiar with magic, you can both feel the flow of it in this moment, like in this room.
Really want a bottle now.
Hmm?
I really want one of those bottles now.
Yeah. And they open them up. They're not very big bottles. They're like um about apple sized maybe. um and they like open them up, and they take, despite the bottles like uh having a good amount of uh l- something inside them, they like turn them upside down with their finger, like blocking it sort of, to just get a little bit on their fingers. And then um they sort of put it on the patient's foreheads, and start like muttering stuff very very quietly. um and then they just like uh they do this with like all of the patients, and then
Ah,
they put the little oil bottles away.
it
They put them away. Yeah.
And
does that look like oil?
Yeah.
can I
Is
steal
that
one?
the oil we were waiting for the Lord to come with?
Yeah, it is.
Can I steal one?
You may try, yes.
I'll take it. I'm just
Hmm.
gonna take one.
um I'm gonna need you to make two rolls. One would be like stealth, and the other would be sleight of hand, I guess. Probably.
Okay.
I
For
think.
stealth,
Hmm.
I got. Let me see what my modifier is. Oh, I got a 19 for stealth.
Okay. Yeah. You
Oh, and
like as everyone puts away the bottles on this like cabinet, um on this high cabinet, um you and they like walk away. um you walk over as like everyone's leaving, um with no problem. The problem is gonna be getting one of them off of the high shelf without making a ruckus.
I can use Mage Hand.
Sure.
Pick it up. What was the other roll you wanted? So
Sleight of hand.
I didn't roll it. I have the same uh, modifier. So that is I rolled 17 on the dice, which is plus 21.
Sure thing. You get one of these small oil bottles, and you just
Perfect.
stuff it in your bag.
Awesome.
You may write it down on your inventory.
I'm just, uh, yes. Bottle of quote unquote oil.
Yeah.
I'll put that in.
Um,
But yeah.
are the people there like done with the thing they were doing?
Yes. They like once they were done, they put the oil bottles away.
So that's all my good rolls used up now.
Yay.
I'll
Well,
have no more this entire session. Amazing.
Let's go. You're gonna get a 1 next.
Yep, don't say that.
Yeah.
well, she's gonna approach Emil to
Mhm.
ask, um, wasn't the Lord going to get here to deliver the oil?
Ah, I thought so, but apparently he sent cinnamon, so I guess
Hmm.
probably not for now. He may come around later, but I'm not sure. He comes and goes, and we're not. It's kind of hard to follow him.
Well then, I guess it's time for us to leave.
That's all right. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Mm.
And you can now leave with with everything that uh Clementine stole.
I want to try stealing something else, but I don't know if it would
Mm-hmm.
be out in the open.
What are you looking for?
Anything with the guy's handwriting on it. So,
Who's handwriting?
um,
Um,
what's his name?
Emil?
Yes, that's the one. Anything with
Um,
his handwriting on it. But I don't know. So
you
it's
know
a
what?
long shot.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. What's my
Cause,
investigation?
Cause it
So
seems
that's
that like, yeah,
all these are. I'm so. Why are my stats so good? I didn't make this on purpose.
let's
That
go.
is a 18.
Yeah, no, you find like,
Sorry,
no, that's okay. You
I
find
feel
a
so bad.
little like uh note. It's not a notebook. Like a small notebook, very small, very tiny, almost like the size of post-it notes.
Thanks.
Um, where
It's
there's just
mine now.
like, uh-huh, not, but you find that um the last like thing, if you like looked at it and were like, I mean, you probably saw him earlier, like writing down on it,
Hmm.
and that's how you knew, that's how you found it,
Sure.
and you look at the last open page and it said like uh oil, and now it's like scribbled out.
Okay.
It's just like
I just
taking
need his
notes of the,
handwriting.
yeah, of the stuff they need and when they get it. um but yeah, you found it.
Oh,
Now give me
and
another sleight of hand to get it.
okay. Oh my. That's a 19.
Oh
Bruh.
wow.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah,
I
it's
promise
fine.
I'm not
Okay,
fudging
no,
these.
give me a sec actually,
I'll make as
because I
many rolls as you
haven't.
want. Honestly.
No, yeah, you get it. It's fine.
I feel so bad.
That's okay.
Just nicking everything. That's fine. And then I'm out. I'm just like,
Mhm.
yep, cool, bye.
Yeah, you're like, yep, stuffing your bag with stuff. I'm out.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm heading immediately back to my room.
Okay, yeah. Now it's time for the fourth time that you destroy it because it's once again in a pristine state.
Yes. Is Nelly or Cherry following me?
Yeah, most likely,
Of
I
course.
imagine. Mhm.
Okay. She is going to sit down in her room after it's
Mhm.
destroyed. Um, get the bottle of oil out and ritual cast identify on it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just I'm curious as well.
Yes. So it's kinda it feels very similar to a cure wounds,
Okay.
but um like slightly different, but does it tell you like everything specifically,
Let me
or is that, no, because I
is the
don't
spy
remember,
here?
because it's not detect
Um
magic, it's identify.
no, it's identify.
Uh-huh.
So and the difference is identify is like I have to touch an object and it's that
Mm-hmm.
object. I learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has left, if
Mm-hmm.
any,
You
and
just
whether or
like,
not any spells are affecting it.
mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if cure wounds, it just feels like healing magic, like
Mhm.
both cure wounds and healing word and every other stuff, so it's like evocation.
Yes.
But um it feels like it's um it's not as effective on its own. sort of. It's made to be
Okay.
used paired with a blessing.
Can it still be used on its own?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it's not very
Awesome.
effective.
That's fine.
Like
It's still something.
you throw the whole oil on your head and you gain
I'm not doing
you're
that.
oily and regain 1 hit point. No, I'm kidding. But
Healing
that's
would be-
basically it. It's like a bit of healing. You wouldn't drink it. I mean, you could drink it. It's oil. It's just like normal cooking oil, but
Mhm.
it's made special by the blessing in a way.
Okay. There's something else I wanted to do,
Mhm.
but if Cherry wants to do anything, I'm down for that because mine one's gonna take quite a minute.
That's okay. Would you let Cherry know what about this oil stuff and all the stuff
Yes.
that you've thieved?
Yeah, I'll just
Stolen.
take it all out and put it like on the
Uh-huh.
ground in front of me. I'll just be like, yeah, I got some scissors, some bandages, 2 books that I stole from the library.
Uh-huh. Your sister's just stealing stuff, Cherry. Your sister is a criminal.
Why do you need that?
Committing petty
It's
theft.
important, I promise.
All right.
And
Okay, the thing I want to do
mm-hmm.
is I want Clementine to sit there for however long it takes and practice writing in Emil's handwriting.
Okay. All right.
Till she gets good at it. Till she can forge a letter.
Mm-hmm. What is used with a forgery kit? What kind of ability, or is that usually just with proficiency bonus? Um,
Let's have a look.
I'm thinking.
Because I don't have a forgery kit, so she'd just be sitting
No.
there with like an
Yeah.
ink quill and a piece of paper, just looking at it, trying to copy
No,
it.
it's fine. I'm just thinking what kind of role I'ma have you do. And I think just a raw d20 in this case.
Roll d20. You don't want me to add anything to it,
No, because it's no
like
proficiency.
intelligence.
And I don't know if it's intelligence, because maybe it'd be sleight of hand, but it's like
You don't want me to roll another sleight of hand because I've got +4 in it.
no,
So.
I don't know.
Maybe performance.
Honestly, yeah, I'd rather his charisma.
Got good performance too.
Yeah, I know you're good at everything.
Why? I didn't. I promise I didn't make the character
It's
to
okay.
be this good.
Don't worry about it. I
Just
don't
rolled
mind.
high.
No, I'm just thinking.
You can make it
Like
athletics.
logically, no, it's
Then
not
I have a
athletics.
+0.
Your hand cramps. No.
Yeah, I'm about to make whatever roll though, to be honest. So.
All right. Yeah. Honestly, sleight of hand is what I would make it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that again because that fell off the table.
Because it's your hand's dexterity.
Okay, 10.
What you roll?
I rolled a 4. No, 6 + 4, so 10.
It looks very vaguely like that handwriting.
She's gonna keep trying, keep practicing.
Yeah, you'll keep practicing for you can keep practicing for a few hours while your sister
The whole
dies
day.
of boredom. Yeah.
She's willing to go the whole day. She's used to spending like time just looking at a bit of paper for hours and hours when she can do it.
Cherry, save your sister.
She's
Save
got a
your sister
plan.
from herself. You have not eaten. You did not eat yesterday. You have not eaten today.
Fine.
And I'm gonna need you to roll wisdom saves.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Natural 20.
Wonderful.
Oh!
That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Cherry, I
We can
need
always
you.
do,
Uh-huh.
we can always do the, a good berry.
Yeah. You just haven't.
26.
I'm just reminding you, you haven't eaten.
Do
You
nat
can
26.
You both got nat 20s?
Yeah!
That's awesome. That's beautiful. Bruh. That's wonderful. This time nothing happens. You're both good. To
Oh,
be
Will Smith.
bored out of your minds as
I'm not
No, Tabitha's not bored. She's very
busy.
busy trying to
He's
copy
probably used
and
like
write in.
50 bits of paper.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm
can I say
bored and I get distracted.
Yeah.
that like once she's used up a bit of paper, she uses like a minor cantrip to burn it up, or is that too much?
No, it's okay.
Okay, good. She doesn't
As
want to
long
leave
as you don't use
evidence.
that kind of stuff for like attacking
No,
people.
no, 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 no. Of
Yeah.
course I wouldn't. Literally, I'm only using it to get rid of any evidence that I've been forging anything.
Okay.
So,
I'll
so I don't want to
accept.
throw it in the bin because I'll just be like,
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
Sure.
Awesome. She's gonna keep trying.
I'm very
Keep
scared
going.
because that gives you the power to burn books.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's too
But
much.
yeah.
I'm imagining because it's like a tiny flame, it couldn't touch a book, but it could touch like a single piece of paper. That's what
Sure.
I imagine it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can go with a book through one page at a time. You just rip them
Yeah, but
out.
yeah, I
It's just
wouldn't.
time consuming. But yeah.
I, I'll
Um,
preface this, I'm not actually going to burn this place down.
yeah.
That's I should probably say that. One of
No,
my
I'm
plans on
worried
here is called
it
Fire and
might get
Brimstone,
to that if
but
Mary gets
I
back.
won't.
Yeah.
I
S-
won't burn it down.
Speaking
He
of
might.
yeah, speaking of Mary, you like a few hours later you start to hear the same banging as yesterday outside of your room. Um like the same sort of just a big something big hitting the wall and then hitting the door. Um and then eventually the door opens because the door handles are not the round ones, they're like
Oh, they're
the
like the
longer ones, yeah,
that you
which
just
are
like
easier
push
to
down.
open. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
um
And he's
so
there.
yeah, Mary comes like face planting inside of the room, and then just like very very weirdly just like gets back up, um and then like waves.
Alleyways back.
Ben doesn't look up from what she's doing.
Yeah. um and he doesn't close the door behind him, but he does walk over with a bit of difficulty. He does stumble, um but he manages to like walk over and sit down next to you, Cherry. But he's very quiet again. Usually he'd probably already have said hi or something.
Are you
So
not feeling alright again?
and he like moves his head side to side.
Like in a no or a
Yeah, in a
yes?
no. Like if it were a yes, it would be up and down.
I mean, I guess.
If
What did I ask?
he was feeling uh well, or if it was like the thing from yesterday. But he's
So,
basically like not feeling well, quote
oh
unquote.
no, poor boy.
um but yeah. You probably have like a lot of loose pieces of paper, and he just like moves his hand to try and like pick one up, and just has a lot of trouble coordinating his fingers to sort of pick it up.
Do you
Um,
want some help?
and he shakes his head no again, and just keeps at it with that. Um, but yeah, a few more hours pass. Um, in you okay? Give me another sleight of hand roll.
Mhm. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Um, to you, it's very very close. It's almost identical, but you probably find little flaws. like that's like not that letter's not thick enough, or like that's not long enough. But
Okay.
Cherry looks at it, it looks very similar. It
Yeah, what I
looks
was gonna say
like the
is
same.
I don't show Cherry yet. What I
Mhm.
do is rip out a page of his notebook and
Mhm.
kind of like show them both and say, who wrote what?
Oh,
Sure.
um, can I try to realize it?
Insight, probably, or investigation, either one.
Mm, let me see.
Mm, no, they look exactly the same. They look like like she just like stamped it onto the whatever
Mm,
paper.
she's gonna go. They are the same picture.
Tell me the difference. Corporate needs you to find the difference.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. They look the same to me.
So,
She
what's
goes,
your plan?
perfect. She's gonna forge a letter.
Uh-huh. In like the meantime, Mary's been like trying to like form his fingers, and then it eventually gives you a thumbs up. Just like putting his fingers into place manually. um,
Poor thing.
yeah,
Write
he's
2 letters.
struggling. Um, but yeah, what are you writing?
What?
What are you
What? I didn't have to
doing?
do that. I didn't even have to do that.
I don't know. What are you
I
doing?
could have. Okay, I'm using illusory script. Um, to make
Uh-huh.
and part of the wording on illusory script is alternatively you can cause the writing to appear to be in an entirely different message written in a different hand.
That's so
Amazing.
funny. Honestly, I love the idea of you spending hours on perfecting this, and then it's like, okay, time for the spell. Oh wait,
Just to
and you
do.
remember the what how
But
the
anyway,
spell works.
I'll use it for its original purpose. So I'll
Uh huh.
write a letter, basically just explain it's addressed to the Lord, basically
Mhm.
explaining um uh the oil you got us isn't enough, we're still out one bottle.
Okay. Sure.
And I'll use illusory script to uh, show that to the Lord, and only to him, the
Mhm.
letter will say, um, "Where can I find you? I need to meet you immediately."
Okay.
Something's up with the new guests.
Okay. I like this.
That's my plan.
Mhm. How are you gonna get it to him though?
I have an idea. No, I have an idea.
Sure.
I have an idea.
Um. To him, it's for meeting.
Yeah, I'll write it down in my notes too.
Mhm.
So it's like letter.
To,
Just put missing one oil
mhm.
because I stole it. See.
Mhm. Yeah, I like the smart plan um of using
I
it.
kind
All
of feel
right.
big brain for this. So look like um says meet immediately, and it definitely says like in the illusory script. So only to the Lord, it will say like um there's something's wrong with the new guests or
Mhm.
something like that.
Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Um cool. Okay. Yeah. There's no
And it,
problem with that. So how are you going
yeah,
to deliver it?
that is when my next part of the plan comes in. Um,
Are you
I
telling
look up,
Cherry your plan? Yeah.
to Cherry and I go, okay, you can't tell anyone
Yes.
about this, okay?
Do you have the letter
Okay.
on your hand?
Yes, I have it in my hand. And I go,
Uh-huh.
you can't tell anyone about this.
Mary tries to like d- grab it, but he's like very slow.
I'm just reaching it out of the way of him.
Uh-huh.
Um,
He's just trying.
and is that can I just like put it in a nice envelope, or is there not an envelope around? Like,
Um there's probably no envelopes here. No.
Okay, I'll just fold it in half.
Mm-hmm.
And then say to Cherry, this letter is hopefully disguised as that guy's handwriting. I've put an illusion on it so only the Lord will be able to read that he needs to meet with us immediately and to name a place where we can get to.
You need to name a place?
He's going to name a place where we can
He'll
get
name a
to.
place. Okay.
Oh, I
It
see.
makes it makes sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you. It's fine. What I need you to do is find
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Oh, maybe I can do that.
Once you found her, I probably won't come with you. Um, once you found her, I need you to say that this is a letter from Emil, and it's important that it goes to the Lord quickly.
Right?
She looks really stern, and she's kind of trying to talk a little slower than usual, because she knows that Nelly has a habit of getting lost in conversations sometimes. So she's like, nothing else. Don't play with the dog. Don't talk to the dog much. Just this.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Awesome. And she hands the letter.
Okay.
Oh, big plan.
Hmm.
Okay.
How should
How are
I?
you gonna find Cinnamon though?
That's up to you. I just know that Cherry has an affinity, or like can
Mm-hmm.
talk to Cinnamon. So
Yeah. What's your plan, Cherry?
Maybe I
put
can
the spot here a bit.
first
But
try to find it by speaking.
By what?
Um, Speaking.
Okay.
Just gonna go outside of the room
Mm-hmm.
and start walking around and use speak with animals
Mm-hmm.
to try to call her.
Okay, to try to directly call her.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation roll just to see how well you do or
can
how
I
well it
see?
takes
Mm,
you. What?
Can I see Cherry at this point?
If you follow her, cause she left the room, and I imagine she's gonna wander the
oh,
halls.
come on.
What? Um. Okay, so you start calling for Cinnamon, and instead running to Socks, the little pixie,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
she's like, "What are you
please.
screaming for,
Oh, I've been looking for Cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yes, the dog.
Yeah. What you need her for?"
Oh no.
I was planning on giving her a snack because she played with me earlier, and
Aw,
I think she deserves a treat.
oh, that's so sweet. Okay. I don't know where she is, but I'm sure we can find her. And
Would you help me?
yeah, she's probably and she like looks around this way and just flies very quickly through a hallway. So like if you wanna keep up with her, you'd have to run.
Okay, she's gonna
um,
run.
yeah. And she like makes very sudden stops, looks around when she like gets to a um to somewhere she needs to like go left or right or keep going. She like flies quickly, stops, looks around, and then changes direction very quickly again. Um, so she's like hard to keep track of. Um, but she's like, Cinnamon, Cinnamon, where are you? We got a treat for you. And she like keeps flying around. Um, and it takes you a while. Um, but you eventually uh do like get to the gardens. Um, and I'm gonna we go to the garden so often. Let's just put it here. There's nothing here, but just to be there's the horses.
Please.
And you got Flicker Socks somewhere. And she like you both keep calling out for Cinnamon, and eventually you hear like a bark in the distance, and then running over is Cinnamon. Where is her token? Here it is. So like Cinnamon runs over and like wagging her tail, and she's like, hello, hello, hello,
Cinnamon.
Cherry.
So I have something for you.
You do?
Is Socks still here?
Yeah, Socks is still there. She actually like flies down to Cinnamon's head and starts like petting her, but also like riding her like a horsey, but from the head. So like she's right there.
I
So
should have followed.
She first brings some good berries and says, here's one for you. As a thanks for playing with me earlier.
Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she like licks your hand after like eating the little berry.
Also, I can give you one more, but would you do just a tiny little favor
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah.
She's gonna lean a little bit to like speak to her ear. She's gonna whisper to her like, could you send?
I'm gonna need you to do stealth though.
Uh-huh.
For that, cause Flicker Socks is right there. She is like on top of her head, so she might be able to hear it.
Okay.
So stuff.
Stealth.
You'll probably do well though.
30-20.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
She's gonna say, could you send a little letter to the Lord for me?
Who?
A letter to the Lord.
And she like tilts her head a little. To the Lord?
Do you know who is in charge of this place?
Oh yes, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
The person, probably the person who asked you to deliver the oils earlier? Well, him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Berry?
Yes.
And she
First,
wags her tail.
here it is. She's gonna pass the paper. And
she's gonna bite it very gently. Just like
and she's gonna open her hand and she has more berries.
She like gives one lick and all of them are gone.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just like heap. And there they are. She did like set the letter down before she ate them though, because otherwise she couldn't have eaten them.
Understandable.
And then she like carefully tries to pick it back up, picks it up, and is like, "We'll play. We'll play later." And
what?
She's got the letter in her mouth, so she's like, "Play later."
Yeah.
Yeah. And she like They say, okay, later. And she, like, runs off with socks still on her head. And she leaves. But yeah, you managed to deliver the letter. Now, how
Yeah.
the letter has been delivered. It says to name a place, but it's from Emil, supposedly,
So
to
we
the
have
Lord.
to be in the infirmary.
Okay, it would say name a place convenient to you.
Uh-huh. Okay, but how are you gonna know
And
what
send a
his
letter back.
We are
it
gonna
says
work
to send
on
the
it
letter
when they.
back?
Yeah,
I mean,
please,
he
cinnamon.
could just find Emil. He knows who Emil is.
We
Yeah,
can
it was.
always stay
Can
close
I,
to the
can I
infirmary.
say I added some more stuff onto the end just
Uh-huh.
because I really like
Sure,
this
sure,
plan.
sure. Yeah, I like it
Um,
too. The problem is the details. How do we
at the
get
end it would
there?
say like send a letter back through cinnamon. Oh, no, it needs to be delivered to uh
It would be delivered back to Emil, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe you can
Where's delivered?
say,
Oh,
I'll be in the gardens. Say send a letter through cinnamon.
I was gonna say, or Cherry could have said to cinnamon,
Mm-hmm.
give me the letter back so I can take it when he sends one back.
Give me the letter back.
So when he's like Cherry could have been like, when he
Uh-huh.
sends one back, hand it to me first so I can deliver it to him. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking. I
Yeah,
want
we
this to
can.
work so badly.
All right. Yes, we could retcon and say that
Yeah,
Cherry did give the instruction of, like, once he answers, bring the letter back to me and I'll
yeah,
give it.
because
Uh-huh.
uh,
And
uh,
she doesn't
Clementine
even
probably would have
need to
said that.
explain though. The problem would be if the Lord said another instruction, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz
Well, it would say on the letter like, please respond in letter form. I can't talk
no, yeah, yeah.
in
No,
person.
no, no, that's not the problem. The problem is, like, if the Lord responds through a letter and sends it with cinnamon, he would most likely say, like, take it to Emil in some way, you know?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm just wondering
Uh-huh.
if Cherry said like when he says to deliver it to Emil, deliver it to me first so I can take it to him. Would that? I don't know.
That could be tried, but that would probably be like some persuasion roll, because Cinnamon just met Cherry and she knows the Lord probably for far longer.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah. She
like
could
where
say
you're
some.
going, but, like,
Could
you
say
gotta
something like,
figure out
"He
what
told
you're
me to
gonna
keep
do.
it a secret or whatever."
Hmm. Because you could also try to intercept it at some point, you know?
Yeah, the problem is when.
Exactly. You could, you could,
Sherry,
I
do you
could
have
let
any
you
cool spell?
I could let you say, like, send it back at a certain time, because he's probably gonna be busy before that or something like that.
Yeah, or come to
Or
my room first before you deliver it.
come to my room. Do you know Emil's room?
No, no, no. Clementine's room.
Ah. Ah, you mean to tell that to Cinnamon?
Yes. So Cinnamon will come to my room before delivering it. So if the Lord gives him a command to deliver
Uh-huh.
it, he'll still go to it, but he'll come to. This is
This
complicated,
is,
but I
yeah, this is
thought
so
about this.
convoluted. This is so convoluted because you could have just said a location. You could have just given
What
a location.
I can't recall that now. So
Yeah. Um so we'll say that that Cherry told Cinnamon to come by her room before delivering the letter.
And give treats. And she'll give her more treats.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm saying things for you,
No, it's
Sherry.
okay.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I don't. We're trying to
I'll just say
figure
that
it out. I don't
Clementine.
know.
I'll just say Clementine told her all of this before going,
Needs to give Cherry very
fine.
specific instructions.
Yeah.
Um.
Cool. That's it. It's off. It's in your hands now.
Okay.
I have to say that I will have to leave in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. That's okay. Um. Okay. So, how are we figuring this out? All right. So the letter is to meet. Okay. All right.
This is gonna be. Oh. I don't have any mind
Okay.
spells. If I did, it would be so much better.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So it takes about over an hour before um you hear like Cherry goes back to your room, Tabitha, and you all wait there. Um, and it takes over an hour before you hear like um sort of scratching on the door.
Then immediately goes up and opens it.
And Cinnamon is there. Um, with a um with a small, no, not small, with a letter which has which actually does have an envelope this time.
Mhm.
And then and she's like wagging her tail, and she's got the letter there. But like if you try to take it from her, she's not gonna let you.
And I will give her more berries.
So she sets the letter down to eat the
I will
berries,
snatch it.
and that immediately puts her in alert, and she like stands up and starts growling. And
Go and read
her
it. I want to read it immediately.
ears go back. You read it. And it says, "I'll meet you up where we usually do."
That's good.
And it says, "I'll be there in an hour." So, that's all it says. There's nothing more. There's not even a
I have a new
signature.
plan. I have a new plan. Okay, no, that's fine. That works for me.
Sure. But yeah, Cinnamon is growling and baring her teeth. And she looks like she's about to pounce on you.
Can I?
It's okay. Cinnamon.
Can I? Will you allow me to burn this letter up?
Um, I'll allow you a sleight of hand roll.
I can just rip it up if that's better, and then
No.
shove the
I mean,
scraps to the
it's.
forehead.
I want you to do it quicker than Cinnamon biting it off your hand.
Okay.
You know.
Yes.
So give me a sleight of hand, and Cinnamon doesn't have sleight of hand. Sleight of paw. Sleight of maw. I'm kidding.
I got a dirty 20.
Give me a second, 'cause I don't remember her dexterity. She got a 21.
Oh.
So she like just like jumps on you. Um she's a very large dog and just like bites the letter of your hands, biting your fingers in the process, and it hurts a little, but it's not enough to like do
I
any
want to. I want to
damage.
try some way of ripping it while she grabs it.
No, that was your chance. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I let you get away with too much, girl. um Tabitha has gotten away with too much. Uh but yeah, she like um takes the letter back and immediately books it. She just like runs away from there. Um, and she looks like very upset. And she disappears through the corridors. Terry did not read what it said. So what you gonna do?
I think that letter is gonna get to Emil. What
So
should we do?
What did the letter say exactly? Was it literally just like meet me in the usual place in an hour?
yeah. So there's no
That works.
there's no specific location. Um
Um, that's perfect. Um, Nelly, she's gonna turn to you again and to be like, "You turned into an animal or a little insect yesterday, right?
Yes.
How long do you reckon that lasts?"
Um. Let me think. Can does it? Um,
she counts the hours
just
while
give
she's being
I'll have this
transformed.
one.
just
I'll
give
have a.
me.
Hmm.
I think it is literally.
How many hours ago, or how long you can?
How long you can use it for? Is
Uh,
there a limit? Is there a limit time? Which I don't
I don't
think there is.
remember it having a limit time.
Oh, you can
It's
stay in
Um,
beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
so 1 hour.
yeah, 1 hour.
Okay. Okay. I will ritual cast Find Familiar.
Uh-huh.
And summon Velvet, but I will summon Velvet in spider form, small spider.
Little spider. Velvet spider. Okay.
Um,
She's a little
yes.
spider.
Um, See now what I want to do, I'll outline it first and
Mm-hmm.
then work
Yeah.
it from there. I want to, I mean, you can probably see it, is
No.
my familiar and Nelly
Uh-huh.
goes to the infirmary and waits for the guy to leave and go meet with the Lord dude
Mm-hmm.
and follow him.
Okay. Yeah. Why would you need
And she explains that
Nelly
to
and
Nelly
Velvet?
Maybe I could
because that's
turn
for both
into
of
a
us.
little butterfly and stay on his clothes until he meets with the Lord.
Stay too close. That's why I chose a spider because it can crawl on the ceiling.
Sure. Um you'd have to.
I'm using this plan. I don't care. I'm
Yeah,
using the
yeah, yeah.
plan.
Yeah, it's fine. The thing is, if Velvet is a spider the whole time, it would need to go with Cherry as a normal, Cherry being normal, and then once they get close, Nelly would have to transform. Otherwise, both of them would have to make the whole journey as tiny little insects
No,
or arachnids, and that would be
I guess I can
silly.
just turn into something when I see someone approaching.
Uh huh.
Or just hang out outside the infirmary for a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just walk to the infirmary, hang out there for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes and then turn into it and wait.
Mhm. Yeah, that could be the plan.
Yeah. I'm going, and I can
So
also transfer like not my consciousness, but I can see and
yeah,
hear and feel through the spider.
yeah,
So
VR,
yes.
basically, using like a VR headset.
Actually, let me
So
see.
yes, that's your plan, and I think Cherry's gonna go now in like a minute. So I don't know if we'll have
Yeah,
time to
we can
enact
do
it.
that
Yeah,
next week.
No.
we've run out of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a plan now, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of big brain.
Uh-huh. It's kind of big brain. There's gonna be a lot of confusion, and everything may fall apart very quickly. But
I don't care. I will pick it everything up by the pieces and use that instead, like I did with this. The reason I chose the oil thing was in case anyone read it
yeah,
before he got to it.
yeah,
It's
which was
funny.
smart. I liked it. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see next week, if the plan goes well. I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
Okay. I guess I have to go.
yeah, it's been a pleasure having you.
Yep. See you around.
See ya.
Goodbye.
bye
Bye.
bye.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I'll have to write stuff down.
Sorry,
But
it looks like you're doing a lot of work.
no, it's less work than you think. I'm just worried about the things that you're doing, based on
Alright.
whatever you find, if you find anything.
I still have my portent rolls. Oh, good. In case,
The dice
wait,
have been in your favor.
hold on. I need to check something because
Mm-hmm.
if this is true, I'm a genius and everything can work better.
Uh-huh.
Uh, when you finish a long rest, you can replace any attack roll ability made by a creature that you can see,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see through my spider.
Yeah.
I can give us automatically good rolls
Mm-hmm.
on the stealth check we'll probably need.
Right.
Oh, good.
My gosh.
Just-
Things are looking up for you.
this is my I didn't build a combat character related character. I built a this character.
I like it. Though you
Clever.
are very internally violent, so I fear stuff
Yeah,
will go into combat eventually.
maybe,
Though,
probably.
uh-huh.
I have
I have not
scissors.
designed it to be combat though. So
But
it's gonna
you never
be
know.
fun. It'll be fine. I mean, thankfully I have stats and stuff, just in case.
Realize
But
how much stuff I have.
yeah,
Question. If I tried the sending stone, it wouldn't work, right? To Esme, she wouldn't respond again.
you don't know.
I want to try it now.
You know what? You can try it.
I mean, it'll
It's
basically say
not
the same
very
thing as last
important.
time, saying like, "Hello, are you there? Where are you?
Um,
You can respond to this message." You know.
uh-huh. I think it would there would be a response which would be, "Get me out of here." This is a nightmare. And I don't
Okay,
know. Yeah, I don't know how many words it's supposed to be, or if it
25.
can be less. Yeah.
It can be any number up to 25. 25 is the
Hmm.
limit.
I think that's like it.
Okay, noting that down too. Um,
Yeah, basically, get me out of here. This place is a nightmare. This place has not been that big of a nightmare. It's mostly just the we're trapped here stuff.
She's being tortured.
Yeah, she is under
She's in the
psychological
music room.
stress. Right. Could be. No. But yeah,
Okay. Good.
I hope you wrote down the thing about the oil as well.
What? Having no. Yeah. The fact that it's like a little healing balm thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Even though I have 8 healing potions in my bag.
Yeah. No, it's because it doesn't do much healing. It
That's fine.
it should come with a blessing, and that blessing should give some sort of bonus, though it wouldn't be the spell bless, because I know there's a thing with that,
Mhm.
but it's not
Um.
necessarily that one.
I had a thought. It probably won't happen in this campaign, but I have an idea for what Clementine's signature like custom spell would be.
For the future as like a wizard.
Yeah, but we probably won't get into it in this campaign. I don't know how long you plan to run it for, but
For as long as it needs to be.
yeah, I mean level wise, because I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you want to run the same rules as like creating spells as I do, but
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it depends on what level you get to. Cause I right now I like have since I don't do experience as some people do.
oh yeah, no, I don't do experience either. It's
And they're
milestone.
like, yeah,
That's the one.
milestone. The milestones are based on like encounters and stuff.
Yeah,
So there needs to
I think
be a good balance of uh both combat and what's the
other.
thing, and
Yeah.
just like general social encounters.
Because I think Brennan Lee Mulligan said it best. He was talking about like if it was purely XP based, you'd have
Yeah,
like
all
like school of
wizard schools
wizards
is just like
that would just be like,
no
let's go kill
studying.
stuff.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
killing goblins. Cause out
So
there,
yeah,
all you need to do is kill goblins.
and it's much easier for people to become like super strong if it's
Yeah.
XP based.
Mhm.
But yeah, my idea was she would like it would be like a melee attack spell,
Mhm.
and she'd summon like claws made of fire from her hand, and she'd just like swipe.
Nice.
It'd do like
Uh-huh.
2d8 fire damage or something very little.
Yeah. That sounds really nice.
Call it.
Little
What do you
claws.
call it? So because there's a Dimension 20 did a similar thing with their wizard or Adine. Her custom spell was called Adine's Furious Fist.
Mhm.
She like coats her fist in magic and then just punches someone.
Right.
Um, and it'd be something like that, but I don't want to just call it.
Uh-huh.
I think.
It's okay. You don't need you
Yeah.
don't there's no time pressure for that. It's and we'll see if we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's so many cool, fun custom ideas I have. One thing I want to talk about because I put it in the cool D&D chat, and I want to talk about it so badly because I watched The Legend of Vox Machina season 2, at least the first 3 episodes, and it
Uh-huh.
just made me realize like a dragon's breath weapon is so underutilized. Like, why do they make it just a cone and that's it? They should be able to like launch a line of it or like a small ball that explodes bigger. It should be cooler than that.
It can be done that way if one wants
I
it.
mean, I'm gonna like that with my dragons in my campaign.
Mhm.
There's dragons in my campaign.
I like dragons.
One of them's called Jinglemeister.
Jingle
Miser, sorry, Jingle. I
Mice.
didn't name it.
You did a what?
I didn't name that.
Oh.
One of the players did.
Ah, fun. I like that.
Oh,
Anyways, I gotta go. And you should
okay, okay.
probably go to bed soon, maybe in an
Yeah, a couple
hour.
hours.
Yeah. Still, don't go to bed too late. But yeah, I hope you rest. I'll see you.
Thanks.
I'll see you around.
Bye bye.